Horror Planet, where horror memories live. Shock till you drop, where more horror stories are. Wailing 1. The old house on the hill had always been shrouded in mystery. Legend had it that a family of 6 had once lived there, but they all disappeared without a trace one fateful night. The townspeople whispered that they had been taken by the ghostly wailing that echoed through the house on the darkest of nights. Despite the warnings, a young couple named Jack and Sarah decided to make the house their own. They were thrilled to have found such a beautiful home at such an affordable price, and they brushed off the rumors of the wailing as mere superstition. But as soon as they moved in, they knew something was wrong. The house was colder than any they had ever been in, and there was a pervasive sense of dread that seemed to follow them wherever they went. They tried to ignore it and make the best of their new home, but the wailing began soon after they moved in. At first, it was just a distant sound, like a mournful song being carried on the wind. But as the nights grew longer, the wailing grew louder and more intense. It seemed to be coming from all around them, as if the very walls of the house were alive with the sound. Jack and Sarah tried to investigate, but they could find no source for the wailing. It seemed to come from everywhere and nowhere at once, and it drove them to the brink of madness. They started to argue and fight, unable to cope with the constant terror that surrounded them. Then, one night, the wailing reached a fever pitch. It was so loud that it seemed to shake the very foundations of the house. Jack and Sarah clung to each other, their hearts racing as they realized that they were not alone. There was something in the house with them, something that was not of this world. And then they saw her, a ghostly figure in a tattered white dress, her hair wild and unkempt as she wailed with a voice that could chill the blood. She floated towards them, her eyes fixed on theirs, and they knew that they were about to become the next victims of the wailing ghost of the old house on the hill.